Welcome to the new video. In several articles it says that for every human there are about 200 million insects on our Earth, so insects dominate. Although many of them are very small, you have to watch out for some of them. Today we're going to show you the 10 most painful insect stings in the world. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and now we can go watch it. Number 10. Normal bees exist on every continent in the world except Antarctica. However, the giant bee, scientifically called Apis dorsata, lives in the forests of South and Southeast Asia, especially in Nepal's Terai forest. It is the largest species of bee, measuring about 2.5 centimeters in length. Their hives are often built high off the ground in trees, and a sting by a giant bee can cause a range of symptoms from mild allergic reactions, abdominal pain or chest discomfort to severe organ damage or serious intestinal injury. Some time ago, a group of scientists published a study reporting serious cases of stings by the giant bee in Sri Lanka. One of the cases involved a 70-year-old man who was chased by 200 bees because the giant bee is quite aggressive. The species of bee is never kept by beekeepers. Number 9. The fire ant gets its name from its reddish coloration, which distinguishes it from other ants. However, there is one more reason why this name fits this insect well. The combination of the fire ant's sting and bite leaves the victim in severe pain, similar to a burning sensation. Fortunately, fire ants are only aggressive when disturbed. However, if they sense a threat, they bite down hard on the skin, injecting different types of venom into each sting. The nastiest of all is an alkaloid venom also known as solenopsil. Solenopsil, found mainly in fire ants and is actually a kind of secret weapon. However, in small amounts it is harmless to the human body, but if someone gets a few deep stings, the jet can be powerful enough to knock out the body's two most important systems, circulatory and respiratory. Number 8. Paper wasps are amazing insects. Their round, inverted nests are made of paper, hence their name. They are also sometimes called umbrella wasps because their nests resemble this. They are reddish-brown striped wasps that can't actually sting very well. However, the sting of the stinging wasp is biting and accentuates the sting with a bitter flavor. That's because it releases toxins that cause allergic reactions, swelling of the lips or throat. In the worst cases, they can even cause death, among other symptoms. These include dizziness, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and rapid heartbeat. Their sting serves as a defense against larger animals such as birds, dogs, wolves, as well as humans. The good news is that they don't attack unless they feel threatened, so avoid them with a wide arc. Number 7. Ants are known to be hard workers, and the Pogonomere maxbarbatus ant is the best proof of this. These ants are found primarily in the southwestern United States. Their food is seeds, and they eat them in large quantities, grinding the seeds thoroughly with their huge jaws and storing them in a sort of granary. These little workers, only 7 millimeters in size, make sure there is enough food for everyone all year round. That's why they're called red harvester ants. These ants are not only great foragers, but also fearsome foragers. Some species have sharp spines that can break the skin. However, they can be even more annoying as they can sting multiple times effect. Their stings can spread along the lymphatic tract and cause serious damage. Their venom consists of amino acids, peptides, proteins, and arachnoid venom that acts as a pheromone. This means that a single harvester ant can summon an entire arsenal of weapons if threatened. So imagine encountering an army of these ants. Number 6. The curry lady's hornet, a native of Central and South America. It is famous for its extremely painful sting. Unlike most insects that only attack when provoked, the curry hornet is naturally aggressive. According to insect researcher Justin Schmidt, who wrote the book The Sting of the Wild, when this insect shifts, you feel as if you are caught in the current of an active volcano. Its pain is almost unimaginable. In addition to the sting, the hornet has one other way to scare its enemies in advance. They are known to aggressively flap their wings up and down together. For this reason, they have earned the nickname drumming hornets. Also, this usually deters predators. But if that doesn't work, there is 2 options for defense: their sting. Number 5. Crown also have another much scarier name, which is cow killer. But don't worry, there's no known reason this insect would kill a cow. The name only describes how painful the sting of this insect can be according to those who have no experience with one. The pain is said to be excruciating. Although it is sometimes called an ant, it is actually an ant. The reason it is often mistaken for an ant is that the male has no wings. A less fun fact about this wasp is the way the female lays her eggs. Instead of building her own nest, she takes over the nests of other species, and when she hatches, the larva eats the pupa, the host, the predator. The chordula of the viviparous is enhanced by many forms of their defensive weapons, including chemical defensive odor, amplified outer skeleton of warning sounds, and of course, venom. Number 4. Although the name Pepsi probably doesn't strike fear into your heart, this insect is actually a spider killer that prefers large spiders, especially tarantulas. It uses its sting to put its prey tarantula into deep paralysis and then carry it back to the nest as live food. However, there is also a species of Pepsi, some of which only feed on certain types of nectar from the flowers of carnivores. These include mainly females, who are very adept at hunting tarantulas. Their feeding and subsequent pain, which can last about 5 minutes, is considered by many as one of the most painful insect requests in the world. One researcher who has experienced it firsthand describes it as an instant and excruciating pain that simply robs you of the ability to do anything but scream. This is actually true, because even the researchers I attended SCUM tells me it is extremely painful. Number 3. This is the mandarin hornet, the largest hornet in the world with a body length of up to around 5 centimeters. Its sting itself is about 6 millimeters long, allowing it to squirt a lethal dose of venom deep into its victim. Compared to many other bees and wasps, the mandarin hornet has less venom power. However, the size of its sting allows it to inject a larger dose of venom, deeper into humans. In fact, these giant hornets can even punch a hole in the protective clothing commonly used by beekeepers. Just one sting can cause symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, and swelling. However, if a victim receives multiple stings, they can be at risk of cardiac arrest and multiple organ failure. According to studies, 30 to 50 people die each year in Japan from the sting of the mandarin hornet. Number 2. Researcher Justin Schmidt didn't write a book on wildlife stings for nothing. To write the book, he studied various insect stings by experiencing them firsthand. In the process, he created the Schmidt Pain Index, which he used to rate individual insect stings. At the top of this index is none other than the clavata ant's partner, called a bullet, and in English because its sting resembles a gunshot wound. In Venezuela, it is also known as the 24-hour ant, because the victim either suffers a full day of pain or dies within 24 hours. Let's take their word for it. Dr. Schmidt's words, and stay away from this insect. He describes the sting of this ant as pure, intense, and exceptional pain. Number 1. Although Justin Smith claims that the bullet ant has the most painful sting, many other people, including YouTuber and wildlife expert Coyote Peterson, say the wasp is the most painful of all. Schmid has never been stung by a wasp, so he didn't include it in his pain index. However, coyotes have experienced the pain of both the bullet end and the wasp and claim the cart was many times more painful. Within seconds of being stabbed by coyotes, he cried out in pain and says the skin burned him badly. The throbbing pain he suffered is due to the wasp venom, which, when pressed into the skin, causes premature cell death in living tissue. Koyo's hand swelled with AV for days. He even left a small hole where he was stung. Based on this experience, coyotes have dubbed the wasp the king of stings. Have you ever been stung by an insect? Give it a thumbs up in the comments if you liked the video. To see other videos we've made, click on one on the screen or check out the channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.